Hey guys, so I'm back with another Alchemy Stars video, and we just got the second part of the main story, and right now it's episodes 11 and 12. And once you 3-star all of the stages on 11 and 12, you unlock a special difficulty called Pandora's Box, which surprisingly is a different set of stages. So it's not just the other stages for episode 11 in a harder mode. They're actually different stages, so I want to go over some general tips that you can use to beat all of the Pandora's Box stages, both the B1 stages as well as the B2 stages. So let's just get into this. So the Pandora's Box stages each have a unique set of challenges that you have to complete in order to collect all of the rewards. As you can see, the rewards are actually extremely good. You get 100 lumamber for completing each challenge. So for this stage, there's 5. So you'll get 500 lumamber if you complete all of the challenges for this stage. The good part is you don't have to complete all of the challenges in one go to get the rewards. For example, if you don't have enough Forest Aurorians built to complete the Only Deploy Forest Aurorians challenge, you could just beat the stage using Aurorians of other elements. You'll get the rewards for all of the challenges that you complete, and you can come back later to complete the Only Forest Aurorians quest when you have enough characters built. The best way is to complete them all at once, but you can complete them one at a time or a couple at a time if you need to. Please keep in mind all the challenges that say only deploy Forest Aurorians, Thunder Aurorians, Fire Aurorians, and Water Aurorians only take into account the Aurorians' main element, so you can't use Aurorians with that element as a secondary element. So I wouldn't be able to use Barton to complete a Thunder Aurorians only challenge because his main element is forest and he only counts for forest. Other challenges require you to use a set of Aurorians from a specific faction or class. For those type of challenges, you could spread those out amongst your 2 or 3 teams that you need to use for that stage. Getting any of the rewards for the stage requires you to complete all 3 parts of the stage. So you won't get any of these rewards until you finish each one of these parts first. As you could see, the stages are split into 2 or 3 parts. So once a character is used for a battle, you cannot reuse the characters for the remaining 1 or 2 battles. However, each stage is independent of one another, so you can reuse whatever Aurorians you use from stage to stage. Obviously, it's a good idea to try to complete all of the challenges in one go, so you only have to do each part of the stage once. However, the stages don't cost stamina, and we don't have unlimited resources to level up every single character, and you may be missing characters. Or there aren't enough characters in the game to satisfy a particular challenge. For example, this stage requires 3 Luminopolis faction Aurorians, so if I want to complete that challenge, I only have 2 Luminopolis Forest Aurorians, so I wouldn't be able to do that in one go. But I do have Luminopolis characters of all of the other elements, so I'm better off completing this challenge an extra time to satisfy the faction Aurorian challenge, rather than waiting to summon another Forest Luminopolis faction character. The same goes for if your characters are underleveled or completely unleveled. You can also try beating stages like this. I've done this a number of times to satisfy the class or faction quests, as well as to have additional support characters, especially for tile conversion, healing, and teleport skills. Just keep in mind you're handicapped by doing this, because you're basically completing stages with 3 or 4 characters on your team instead of 5. Because the low levels contribute basically no damage to the team. And the further you get into the stages, the harder it is to get away with doing that, because the recommended Aurorian level increases from one stage to the next. So the B1 stages start off with a recommended level of Ascension 3 level 40, and it goes all the way until Ascension 3 level 70. And the same goes for the B2 stages. This goes all the way to max level, and even for these stages, as you can see, I'm actually using underleveled characters or completely unleveled characters to complete it. So it is possible, and I definitely suggest trying to complete these stages this way before wasting resources to level up other characters. You can always try changing up your team composition taking out healers for more damage, putting in more converters, teleporters, etc. You'll also notice that the recommended level for each part of the stage is different. So the top one will have the highest level requirement, and then these will be less. For this stage, this one requires max level. The second part only requires Ascension 3 level 40, and then the third part requires Ascension 3 level 10. So you'll want to use your best team for the first part of the stage, and then distribute your other characters amongst the second and third stage for any of the stages that require 3 teams. If you try to complete a stage a couple of times and you just keep missing out on completing the stage by a little bit, then you can consider using resources to build a character. Sometimes all it takes is getting a character to Ascension 2 or 3, just maxing the character on Ascension 2, leveling up the character's equipment, or raising their affinity. And just those type of upgrades can give you the extra damage or healing that you need to complete a stage. I suggest you focus on characters you already have built first, and see if you can upgrade them in any other way if your character is completely maxed out. The most important character on the team, the one bringing the damage. Then you can look at underleveled or unleveled characters you're considering to use. It's really important to manage your resources carefully because the challenges do force you to use a lot of characters you haven't been using or don't have built at all. So if you can't complete all of the challenges in one go, it's fine. Just rerun the stage to complete it and come back later when you have more characters built. I think these challenges were a really good addition to the game. It allows you to use more of your characters. It also gives you incentive to build more characters, which is really great. I like that they force you to use characters of different classes, from different factions, that they limit the amount of 6 stars that you have to use. You have to use lower ranked characters. And it's really good because these stages cost no stamina at all. So you could run them as many times as you need. They really took into account if you haven't been playing a long time and you only have a smaller pool of characters to draw from, you still can get this lumamber. You're not required to complete all of these challenges in one go. So they accommodated basically everyone. You could do this at your leisure and work your way through all of these challenges over time. And of course, you could challenge yourself and just do all of the challenges in one go, which is what I've been trying to do. It's pretty fun to try to figure out how to do that with what characters I have. I have been playing since launch, so I do have a large pool of characters, so it is easier for me. I also want to note, the legendary Aurorians are absolutely amazing for completing these Pandora'S box stages. So make sure you're working on getting these legendary Aurorians and make sure you build up these legendary Aurorians because they are ridiculously powerful, honestly, are a real asset for completing these Pandora box stages. And of course, they're free and everyone can get these, so there's no reason to not put these really strong units to good use, especially when you have to use so many characters to complete these Pandora box stages. So I've actually really been enjoying working my way through these. It takes time to figure out what characters I should put on what team, so I'm working my way through all of the B2 stages right now. I've had to upgrade some characters here and there along the way, but I've been trying to use my resources as wisely as possible, and I really do suggest you do the same because there's a lot of stages and you need to use a lot of characters for this, and our resources are limited. So if you need to do the stages more than once, don't worry about not completing these challenges in one go. You're better off getting the rewards than not picking up any of this because you feel like you have to complete all of these challenges in one go. It's more important to get the rewards. So do it however you need to do it to get these rewards. We do have a collab incoming, so it's beneficial to pick up as much of these rewards as possible going into that. And, just come in and have fun with this. So I hope you found this video helpful. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. Bye.